Hollywood Jackson here for Studio 863, and today we're going to be answering some viewer questions about the T-RackS 5 by IK Multimedia. All right, today I'm going to be answering a viewer question from KAUSI. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, KAUSI, please correct me. But his question was, how do you get the T-RackS 5 to work in your DAW? Now, I'm using Reason 10. And I'm going to show you an example here in just a minute with the mix box. And so it'll work as a standalone plugin, or it'll also work in the DAW as an entire plugin chain, just like it does here. And I think what KAUSI's wanting to know is, how do you get the T-RackS 5 to do the same thing? And I've found a few things about this that are very interesting. So if you go to the IK Product Manager, go to your T-RackS. So if you click on the Products tab, it'll show you exactly what products you have in that version of the software. Now, I only have the T-RackS 5. If you will go to the Custom Shop, you will notice that there's a lot more to it in the Custom Shop. You have the T-RackS 5, you have the T-RackS 5 Deluxe, and you also have the T-RackS 5 Max. Now, I'm just guessing here, but because I've owned some of the IK Multimedia software for quite some time, my guess is that if you purchase the entire T-RackS 5 Max bundle, it will probably work in your DAW the way you're trying to make it work. I wasn't aware when I initially got the T-RackS 5 that it would work as a standalone mastering software. And so that's what I use it for. Now, if we go back to our IK Product Manager, you'll notice that at the end of this, there's a drop-down tab that says Presets. And when you open that up, you have actual producer presets that you can download that were created by very well-known producers and engineers. And so these are their plugins, the way that they used them. And if I understand KAUSI correctly, that's basically what he's trying to do, is he's trying to run the T-RackS 5 as a plugin chain in his DAW. If you're purchasing anything from IK Multimedia, it's best that you purchase the Max bundle because you get everything. And I also did a video on how to install these producer presets. And I noticed when I installed these things, that's how I came across the fact that I only have the T-RackS 5. But it's my guess you have to have the Max bundle, and the Max bundle will probably work the way the Mixbox does. So what I'm going to show you now is my Reason DAW with the Mixbox. And if you'll look right now, I'm actually using the Mixbox with my X-Air as a standalone plugin. And that's how I use the T-RackS 5, is I use it as a standalone plugin. I open it up, I drag my finished mix into the T-RackS 5 and use it as mastering software only. And it wasn't until just recently when KAUSI brought this up that I went into researching and looking into exactly what he's asking, is how to use that as a chain plugin in my DAW. And so I'm still working on that, KAUSI. So here's the view of what's going on in my DAW. And so I'm using the Mixbox here, and it plugs in just like any other plugin does. And when you open it up, it shows the entire chain just like it does when I'm using it as a standalone. I just got an update today, and I did notice when this thing was loading up that there is a suite for the T-RackS 5. So here's my equipment devices and my effects. So I'm just going to scroll down and see if it actually shows up in my drop-down menu. And so see, here's the Amplitude 5, and here's the Mixbox. And so you'll see noted out beside the TR5, here's the black, here's the brick wall limiter. And so for the T-RackS 5, it's just showing the individual pieces of equipment that I do have. So my guess is that when you buy the Max bundle, it'll unlock all of those things. And currently, it only allows me to use the individual pieces of equipment that I have purchased in the T-RackS 5. So it's not letting me use it as a complete chain plugin as well, which I would I have to agree with KAUSI. I would like to use it that way as well, because there are some producer plugins for vocals, drums, bass. Of course, with us having the Amplitude 4 and 5, there's really no need for the bass and the guitar plugins. But it's neat to have those things in case you are recording someone else who wants to mic up a cabinet. And if you're like me, I'm a button pusher, so I like to have as much equipment as I can have, just because I like a variety of things. And generally, I get into a pattern of using the same things over and over. But you know how it is. Once you get dialed into a sound that you like, you generally don't change it that often. Anyway, that's what I've discovered, KAUSI. And again, I hope I'm saying your name right. And if I'm not, correct me, please. And when you do get a response from them, if you would please share that with the rest of the folks out there. We'll go back to the custom shop and just look and see what the bundles are going for. So here's the T-RackS 5. And this is what I have. And so you go down the list and it shows you exactly what equipment you have. And that's pretty much it. It's just those pieces of equipment there. So let's check out. Let's go back. Now here's the deluxe. We'll see what hardware comes with it. And there's just a little bit more with the deluxe package. There's a few more things. And see, originally I bought a few pieces, and then I bought the Amplitude Max bundle. And I want to say that that my T-RackS 5 came with the Amplitude Max bundle. And so that's what I've noticed myself about using the IK Multimedia packages, is it's just best to purchase the Max bundle, because they're gonna nickel and dime you to death with stuff that you don't have and stuff that you're going to need, which is what I found out when I installed the producer presets into my T-RackS 5. So let's go and see what the Max bundle has. So here is the T-RackS Max bundle, and I'm going to guess, just going out on a limb here, saying that it's got everything. And so, yeah, there's quite a bit more processors in this one. And there's the mic room, which the mic room also came with my Amplitude 4. I believe what they did was I bought the Amplitude 4 Max, and it was right about the time the Amplitude 5 was coming out. And I think they just gave me both, because I had already downloaded the Amplitude 4. And so when the 5 came out, I ended up with this somehow. So they do this cross-grade stuff, cross-grades and upgrades. And so you can see that there's way more pieces of equipment in the Max bundle. And my thinking on the problem with not being able to pull the whole entire plug-in chain into the DAW, it's probably got something to do with having the Max bundle. So make sure when you're installing everything that you go down this list and install the full version of the software. I always install them all because I get so confused with different style of plugins, the VSTs, the AAXU or something. So I just install them all because I don't have a clue about these things. The reason I like the producer presets and the bundles where you get presets from other users is because they know what they're doing. And that's why I like the producer presets, because they're in a chain. And that's what I learned using the Mixbox. I like the Mixbox because it's a chain plug-in. And when I'm using it in my DAW, if I was to use all the effects I have in that chain separately, it would chew up my CPU, and I wouldn't be able to even listen in real time. And I have 32 gigs of RAM here. So one thing I have noticed about using the Mixbox is when I'm using it as a plug-in chain, it uses less CPU because it's all in one. So when you plug in the Mixbox, it's like plugging in a single processing unit. And I think that's what KAUSI's getting at, is he wants to use the T-RackS 5 just like that, where you just plug in the T-RackS 5, you drag and drop it, and you can use the vocal chains. You can use the mastering chain. You can use whatever chain you want to use. And so my guess, KAUSI, is that it only comes with the T-RackS 5 Max bundle. And I'm just guessing here. So let's look at the price on this thing, see what it says. All right, so I'm showing right here the T-RackS 5 Max cross grade download only is $149.99. So for $150, I can get the whole entire package. And that's a cross grade. So that happens when you already have purchased something. And like I said, that's how they get you, because you're probably better off buying the Max bundle in the beginning. And I only paid like $300. It's like $299 for the IO Stomp, and it came with all this stuff. And they had already nickel and dimed me. I'd already purchased the Orange collection. I'd purchased the Dimebag Darrell collection. I purchased quite a few things, and by the time it was said and done, I spent probably $400, $500, $600, and I could have just spent the $300 and purchased the Max bundle Amplitude with the IO Stomp, and I would have had everything that I already have. So there's some lessons to be learned here. That's one thing I can say for sure. If you have not checked out KAUSI's page, it's KAUSI Covers, and I'm going to give you the links in the description down below, and I'm going to show that to you right now. Apparently, he must be a big Aerosmith fan, because he does Aerosmith covers, and he has a bunch of collaborations with quite a few people I've noticed. And so, KAUSI, if you're listening, Hollywood Jackson would like to get in on some of those collaborations that you're doing. He's got super nice video work. I don't know how he's getting Steven Tyler's vocal only, but I would love to know that as well. I'd like to share that with the rest of the viewers, because I've noticed that you have Steven Tyler singing in some of these, and so he's got some really cool video work. The music's awesome. He's got a lot of collaborations with, looks to me like, a bunch of people around the world. So, and I've seen some familiar faces. A big shout out to the folks in Poland. I think I answered some questions a while back for Kosmita, and Kosmita may very well be the reason why the people in Poland now are tuning in to the Hollywood Jackson in Studio 863. So I want to thank you guys out there for checking out this channel. Like I said, once again, KAUSI, I would love to get in on some of the collaborations you're doing out there. So yeah, just hit me up, man. Send me an email. So I hope I was able to help you guys out with this. KAUSI, thank you for the question. And hopefully I answered your question. If you get a response from IK Multimedia, please share that with us. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio 863. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share those links. And just press on the bell icon if you'd like to receive notifications on the latest music and videos from Studio 863. If you like what you see, go ahead and click on that like button. And while you're at it, reach over and hit that subscribe button too. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them down below, or just send us an email. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio 863. Thanks for watching.